Yeah,
How
go
about
ahead.
Jason Marin? I'm curious, guys, about if you had your own home theater store, how would you showcase your products?
What a great question.
Demo rooms?
Jason Marin.
Jason.
That's a great question, man.
I
feel
think
we
he's
should be
like
sending you
reading
a
our
super
mind
chat.
from like 3 years ago. Oh man.
How would you showcase your products? Great. Okay. You want to go? I know. I've had a retail business.
Didn't we just talk about this like a few weeks ago?
If I had a home theater store, this is what I'd do. I would make it a fun experience. Right? I would make sure that if it was me or whoever, if I had an employee or a set of employees, and their job was to show people systems, they really need to be into it. And they should be excited to show somebody a system. Unlike if I go to Best Buy Magnolia, I don't think they really want to show the system. They're just like, he wants to see the system. I guess I gotta turn it on. They don't seem very excited. So it's all about experience, right? If it weren't for the experience of going into a new place, then just buy it online. Probably cheaper. So if you have a retail place, brick and mortar, and people are coming in, you better make sure that you're providing an awesome experience for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
they can get the gear cheaper from online somewhere, right? A lot of places don't have any showrooms.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think those things are dying.
Friendly.
You know?
When I had a retail shop, we were actually the most expensive. And people be like, hey, you're the most expensive around here. Like, I could buy that same thing somewhere else. I said, yeah, you can buy it there too. And they're like, nah, I want to buy it here. I said, why? I don't know. I like you. You guys are cool here. And that's it. I think that's the key, is to make it fun, educational, all those things. That's it. What would you do? What would you do? Anything different?
I do that. And as far as layout, I would like to have different rooms of different sizes with different components that would equate or give the best, whatever that means, experience in that size of a room. And then also maybe do it by levels of budget, right? We have a budget room, we have a mid-tier room, and then we've got the Wisdom Audio,
ridiculous
35 speaker auditorium in the back. It'd probably be like a warehouse, because it would have to have a lot of sections, a nice little middle section for the office area, a conference room so Joe and I can bring in our staff and just fucking, rag on them, talk shit. And then there would be an Atmos mixing room for me and for me and Joe. And if people wanted to hear anything cool that we were working on, they could come by the shop, do a sneak peek. Joe and I were talking about doing a fucking open house every week, like once every weekend in the shop, just like he just did in the store in Downey, or the location in Downey. Yeah. That's how we would do it, because I know a lot of these shows, like CD and stuff like that, are all closed to the public, and it's cool to see stuff that's coming out next year. But you know what? We live in the present. If you want to hear something now, come to our shop. Of course, it'll be in Southern California somewhere, right?
Oh, wow, you got it all set up. I think it's a good idea. And what else would I do? I like the idea of being able to swap out the speakers quickly.
Oh,
so on those tracks, like maybe you have speakers that you could put on.
Oh, like that guy had?
Yeah. Move them around to show people the difference between, hey, look at what happens when we add another set. And a quick way to add, just switch back and forth. Here's a 7.1.4. Here's 7.1.6. Is that worth it to you? All right. Well, you hear the difference on this particular track. Angela's like, let's do this. See?
Yeah.
We've done it before. Do it again.
You know what? And I will, and for sure, I'm coming out with the video, the Techno Dad optimized home theater, right? Right. So we're going to have one of those setups, get some of those row one seats in there. Yeah. It's that low profile headrest, so that you can actually hear from behind and you can hear from left and right. I love my Valencia chairs, but I can't hear shit. If I had speakers behind me, I can't hear shit.
What if you made the headrest like a mesh one, so you could kind of still have a thing, but
dude, those row one seats are legit. I gotta talk to the Todd, the guy, the CEO. Have him send me some.
Look pro right now. Huh?
Where can I apply for a job at your store? Well, JR, once we get it going, we'll see. I'm sure I'm sure Scottio will be there every weekend. Scottio.
We have a rule. You got to buy after a certain number of visits and certain time period. You gotta buy something.
Yeah. Otherwise, you cut off. We get cut off.
Cables. We'll have some cables. Like if you don't buy some, you have to buy these cables. Oh man.
But yeah, that's what it'd be. It'd be like an experience thing. I always hated it because I don't look like my father, who's white as a ghost. So whenever we went to the hi-fi stores together, it was all good. When I went with myself, nobody would play shit for me. Like, who's this kid? This 16-year-old brown kid coming in here. You can't afford Macintosh. I'm like, I don't care about your Macintosh. Just play some music. And I
did have an experience similar to that, and I always just wonder, like, maybe they're just bad at customer service. Like, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know. I never knew. I remember when I was a kid, it was because like they didn't think I had money, and they were absolutely correct. They were correct. But now I have some money.
I had money to spend. I had money to spend, and like they were just like
money. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I had somebody's credit card.
All right. So recent, like not that long ago, maybe like a couple years back, I went to an audio shop in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of the shop, but like I already had my YouTube channel at the time, and the dude was just like not cool. Like he wouldn't show me any speakers. I was like, what the heck is going on here? And then I called him up later. I'm like, hey, bro, like just to let you know, I had a pretty bad experience. Like talk to the owner. Like I didn't enjoy that experience at all. I hope people don't go in there and you give them that experience because it's not, you're turning people off, right? I said, what's the least expensive speakers you have that you could show me? And he tried to show me some LS50Ws. I'm like, those are like 2Gs. That's the least expensive. That's a starter. Anyway, he ended up like I talked to him for a while on the phone, and he said, "Yeah, man. Oh, I didn't know that you have a YouTube channel. I'd hire you." I'm like, bro. Talking about you hire me. I'm the boss. Oh, you work for me. Are you freaking crazy? Haven't worked for anybody in 20 years. You'd hire me. That's like supposed to be a good thing. That's something I was upset about. I'm like, dude, you're out of your mind, man.
Reverend Slim pulled a what is that? The movie Pretty Woman. You guys work on commission, right? Big mistake.
Oh yeah.
When I was in my 20s, I had a HC store, home theater store, blow me off like I didn't have any money, so I whipped out a wad of cash and started fanning myself with it. Then I told them I was going somewhere else. Yeah.
Oh man.
Stuffy audiophile shops will not be missed.
All right. If you would like to join us every week on Mondays at what time is it? About 6 p.m. Central, which is the best time. That's where I am. Make sure you join us at youtube.com/Daily Hi-Fi. We out.